Good morning, student. Yes, now today our topic is triangle, part second. We discussed about the concept of congruency. What is the congruency and what is the congruency of a triangle? What is the need of how can we prove two triangles are congruent? Basically, we discuss about a SAS axiom. What is the SAS axiom? That is the side angle side axiom. It means we take any two sides and one included angle of one triangle should be equal to any two sides and included angle of other triangle respectively. Then these two triangles are said to be congruent by SAS axiom. I already told about the difference between axiom and theorem. Now see, we take another example based on SAS axiom. AB is a line segment. It is given to you. AB is a line segment. Line L is perpendicular bisector. What is the meaning of perpendicular bisector? Perpendicular means it makes a 90-degree angle here. Bisector means it divides this line into two equal parts. Perpendicular bisector, perpendicular means it makes an angle of 90 degree. Bisector means it divides a line into two equal parts. Next, if a point P lies on L, if a point P इस line L पर एक point lie कर रहा है P, show that P is equidistant from A and B. It means what we have to show that these two distance P's distance from A and B are equal. It means we write down firstly given AB is a line segment and line L is perpendicular to AB. We can write down like this. And L is perpendicular bisector of AB. So, angle PCA is equal to angle PCB is equal to 90 degree and AC is equal to CB. This both information given to you. Now, we want to prove these two triangle congruent. So, we take in triangle PAC and in triangle PBC. Which information we know? Firstly write down PCA is equal to PCB is equal to 90 degree. AC is equal to CB. This information given. What we can write down third information in it? If you see properly, then in both triangles this side is common. PCA, PCB. It means in both we include common side PC. So we can write down PC is equal to PC, reason is common. Whenever you write down any elements are equal, then give a reason for it also. It is given or it is because of any other information. So you give this information. Now check in your diagram which rule it follows. This is side, angle, side. In this triangle it means we can apply the side, angle, side. So we can say thus triangle PAC is congruent to triangle. Now check it. Angle C here also C, and with C I take C here. With C then A is corresponding to B and P is corresponding to P. PAC is equal to PBC. Given this one, if we want to write down here, what we have to prove that? Prove that PA is equal to PB. So now see here, this figure equal or not? Reason, CPCT. PA is equal to PB, reason is CPCT. Thus we can say PA is equal to PB, reason is CPCT. So it means P is equidistant from A and B. Okay student, this type we will solve these type of question. In the figure also do clear that which type of congruency rule it follows. Till now only one we discussed. So see here in also that they are side angle side or not, and here also if you see this is side angle and this one is side, then it means these two triangles follow the side angle side rule for congruency of a triangle. And there is no need always that in a question they ask that prove these two triangles are congruent. Maybe the result of the congruency we need, such that here we need PA is equal to PB, and we can say easily that this is the result of the congruency of a triangle. Now see the next. After SAS we discussed ASA. First theorem is ASA congruency rule. I already said that this one proof is not in your syllabus now, and in 7th chapter there is a one exercise 7.5 inequality of a triangle. This is also not this time in your syllabus. So we will discuss only the till 7.4 here. ASA congruency rule. ASA congruency rule, from name you can identify, it means it is the angle and side should be included side of a triangle. Okay, I already explained ASA congruency rule how follow. Now from the ASA congruency rule, one more congruency rule, that is AAS. AAS means suppose two triangles given to you. ABC PQR. Angle A is equal to angle P, angle B is equal to angle Q. It is given to you, and this side is given to you equal. Now you can see here two angles, angle A is equal to angle P, B is equal to angle Q, BC is equal to QR. Check it, can we follow here angle side angle rule? Yes or no? Check it here. This angle, this side. From this angle A and B, AB. This one PQ. In this question, is AB is equal to PQ given? No, it is not given. But BC is equal to QR given. Then how can we prove that these two triangles are congruent? We can take this concept from the ASA rule. How? You already know about the angle sum property of a triangle. In two triangle, if two angles are equal, then obviously third angle is also equal. Suppose it is 50, it is 60, then remaining is, it is 50, then it also 50, 60, then remaining is 70, and this also 70. It means in a triangle, if two angles are equal and third one angle are also equal. So if I say that by angle sum property, here angle C is equal to angle R, then from these information can I apply the ASA rule? Yes, now I can apply. B and C, there is a line segment BC. Q and R, there is a line segment QR. So now ASA rule also apply. or we can use now directly this congruency rule also, that it follows the AAS congruency rule. It means for proving a triangle congruent, proving two triangles are congruent, we can apply the AAS congruency rule also. Understand? Now see the next thing. Can we apply the AAA rule here? Congruency rule? No. It is not necessary that in two triangles, if all angles are equal, then their corresponding sides are also equal. We can't prove it. We can't follow the AAA rule for the congruency of a triangle. Next, can I follow the SSA rule? No, we can't find out. We can't follow it. We can't apply the SSA rule also. There is only SAS and ASA, AAS. Till now, these three rules we studied. Another rule also we will discuss. Now take one example. I will provide the notes of this basic terms and definition in form of PDF on your app. So see there and then note down in your fair notebook. Now see the third one, example third. Line segment AB is parallel to another line segment CD. O is the midpoint of AD. Show that triangle AOB is congruent to triangle DOC. Second, O is also midpoint of BC. Line segment AB is parallel to CD. Okay, there is not given that given in the figure. So you have to make a figure according to your statements. Line segment AB is parallel to line segment CD. O is the midpoint of AD. What is the meaning of midpoint? Midpoint means these two parts are equal. AO is equal to OD. Show that triangle AOB. It means join this also. Show that triangle AOB, this one, is congruent to triangle DOC. And O is the midpoint of BC. See now in this figure, which information given to you? AB is parallel to CD. Whenever you have the parallel line concept, it means we can find out alternate interior angle, corresponding angle, co-interior angle. But in this figure, if you see properly, till there is a line Z. It means there is a alternate interior angle. AB, CD alternate interior angle, we can say these angles are equal, alternate interior angle, and this one angle is also equal, alternate interior angle. Now see which type of, or you can see this one also, if you see properly, this is a vertical opposite angle. So you can apply any one of the rule if you know, if we want to apply angle side angle or angle side. This angle is equal to this. If this x, then this also x, this y, then if this also y. Then these two angles and this one side is given to you, it means we can apply angle side. Which one rule? AAS rule. We can say these two triangles are congruent, or if you want to apply this one angle you want to take, then angle side angle also you can apply easily in this figure. So write down solution. Given AB parallel to CD and O is midpoint of this, then AO is equal to OD. Show that or prove that first triangle AOB is congruent to triangle DOC, and second O is midpoint of BC, it means BO is equal to OC. Now we start our proof. First we part first, triangle AOB is congruent to triangle DOC. Now take in triangle AOB and triangle DOC. In these two triangles I can say that angle AOB is equal to angle DOC, reason is vertical opposite angle. Next, angle OAB is equal to angle ODC, reason is alternate interior angle. That AD, transversal AD intersect lines, parallel lines AB and CD. Third, AO is equal to OD, reason given. Then if we are taking these two angles, 1, 2 and this one side, it means triangle AOB is congruent to triangle. With O we take O, with A we take D. Triangle AOB is congruent to triangle DOC. By which rule? ASA congruency rule. Then by CPCT, BO is equal to CO CPCT. So we can say, first part you are complete here. This one complete. Now for the second part. For second part we write down from first, triangle AOB is congruent to triangle DOC. So OB is equal to OC CPCT. Then we can say, or thus we can say, O is midpoint of BC. This type we can prove it here. These two part of this question. Okay student, now see next. Okay, we take one question of exam 7.2 exercise, 7.1 exercise, question number 2. ABCD is a quadrilateral in which AD is equal to BC and angle DAB is equal to angle CBA. Prove that first triangle ABD is congruent to triangle BAC. Second, BD is equal to AC. Third, angle ABD is equal to angle BAC. Diagram given to you like this. ABCD, diagonals. Now see, ABCD is a quadrilateral in which AD is equal to BC. This AD is equal to BC. DAB, DAB means this one angle is equal to CBA, this angle. They are equal. Show that ABD, triangle ABD is congruent to triangle BAC. ABD where? ABD, BAC. Okay. Now see, given proof that you can write down. Given that AD is equal to BC and this angle, show that like this. Now solution. In part first prove triangle ABD is congruent to triangle BAC. For this, take in triangle ABD and triangle BAC. One thing, try to see here that any side is common in this or not. If you see properly, there are two vertex AB, there are also two vertex AB. It means AB in both common, you can take. So firstly we write down given thing, AD is equal to BC. Reason given. Second, DAB is equal to CBA. This also given. Third, you can see easily that AB is equal to AB common. Now see in the figure which rule this is common. In the triangle ABD, if we are talking about one triangle ABD, this is angle side and this one side. It means which rule it follows? Side, angle, side. We can say triangle ABD is congruent to triangle. With angle A there is angle B, angle A then B. Angle A corresponding to B, then D corresponding to C, then remaining A, that is, it means triangle ABD is congruent to triangle BAC. By which rule? SAS congruency rule. Prove it. Second T, most of the question whenever we solve the congruency of a triangle, then most of the part after proving the two triangle congruent, we can take by CPCT easily. If you see properly for the second part, from first triangle ABD is congruent to triangle BAC. So we can say we need BD. BD here. BD is equal to AC by CPCT. Yes or no? Third, again from first triangle ABD is congruent to triangle BAC. Then we need ABD. ABD is equal to BAC region CPCT. Hence proved all the parts. So this type we will solve all the parts of a congruency of a triangle. Try to solve all the question of this exercise 7.1. If you have any problem, then we will discuss in our next lecture. You can put your problem in which question you have a problem, then tell me by WhatsApp or by app. Okay student, do properly this all rules. Try to read the NCERT book properly. There is given that why we are taking anything, why we are solving anything, examples related to this you can understand clearly. Small things are given. If you read the book, then small things, small problems you can identify easily, because in the exams now you should be you have to solve the MCQs, 1 marks question, fill in the blanks, assertion reason type question also you have to solve. So create a habit to read a book also. Okay, thank you student.